What do you get when you combine a futuristic sci-fi setting, hovercrafts, and smuggling? Well, you get Smugglecraft, now available. But should this game be smuggled into your gaming collection, or should it just be arrested and detained forever? Smugglecraft is one of those games that has an interesting concept and premise, but unfortunately just ends up losing its luster way too quickly. In Smugglecraft, you take control of a character driving a hovercraft with the task of completing various jobs in order to earn money to pay back a debt. The planet itself is in a struggle between a resistance force and a government-like agency, and basically you can decide who you want to work for, whether it be on a more moral standing or whether or not you'd rather just pad your pockets a bit more by getting cash and selling out people. But outside of the mission briefings, where you're giving this little bit of story between the forces and resistance and the like, it really doesn't come into play at all during the course of the game. The way that it works is you start off at a base or station, and there's a variety of characters there that will give you odd jobs. They range in difficulty, they range in the amount of money or potentially parts for your hovercraft that they may end up giving you when you're able to complete them. The jobs themselves involve a little bit of racing, and usually, though, fetch quests of picking up an item and bringing it back, or just going to a particular location and dropping something off. If you're able to successfully complete the mission, you'll earn the money or parts, whatever was part of the deal, and sometimes, though, you can decide to, well, either turn people in if you're trying to smuggle a person, or you can sell the item to somebody else that you're trying to get in order to earn yourself more money. There's that whole moral standing there, but overall, it really doesn't end up affecting you outside of you won't be able to get a particular trophy. The game does have a bit of a random roguelike factor to it. Every station, after completing a mission, you're going to get different random ones. There's no real progression to the overall missions you're going to be getting. Sometimes you're going to have a bunch of easy ones to choose from, and other times you're going to have a bunch of hard ones to choose from. There's also the element of when you end up dying in the game during one of the missions, it's game over and you have to start the game over from the beginning. The problems, though, in the game start to mount rather quickly. The missions are extremely similar to one another, and the areas you're racing on, or driving around most of the time, also are very similar to one another. You're going to see the same rock formations and the same types of areas over and over and over again within the first 20 to 30 minutes of playing, let alone hours that it may take you in order to earn enough money in order to pay off the debt. The driving of the hovercraft is okay. You even get the option to strafe left and right using the L1 and R1 buttons, which can help you dodge some of the obstacles in your way. The biggest death hazard, though, is just falling off the edge of the map. Because everything looks so similar to one another, and usually maps contain rock formations, walls that are the exact same color as the ground, it can actually get very easy to just keep driving straight, think you're on the track, but in reality, you're about to drive off the edge, and before you're able to even catch yourself, you've already fallen off and it's game over. There is a whole upgrade system where you're able to spend your money as well as gather parts in order to upgrade and get a new design for your hovercraft. Thing is, though, you can actually beat the entire game easily by just using the standard hovercraft without ever having to upgrade it. From the technical side of things, the game didn't crash on me, but there are some major issues here. It glitched on me on several occasions, including one time blasting me off of the map, causing me to fail a mission. Thankfully, it didn't end up killing me here, but it did end up causing me to lose the particular mission that I was on. I also ran into problems with just the AI in general. Most of the races I won by default. The AI opponents I was facing ran either into walls or other hazards and just got completely stuck. In fact, right at the beginning of one race, one of the people I was racing ran right into something, and that was the end of them. I was able to just cruise all the way through the course to the end. Smugglecraft is available now for PC and PS4 for $14.99. It does feature a Platinum trophy on PlayStation, and all of the standard trophies are actually gold ones. Smugglecraft is an interesting concept that just ends up lacking depth and becomes monotonous way too quickly. I did like the use of colors and the soundtrack to the game, though I felt there was a lack of sound overall. There was a lot of moments where it felt like there was almost no sound of the hovercraft just kind of moving around the course, making the game actually easy to get too bored with and potentially even fall asleep. I think the game was at a cheaper price point. It may be worth checking out down the road, but as it stands now, I'm going to be giving Smugglecraft a 3 out of 10. But anyway, guys, it's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.